In this tutorial we'll perform our first Unity test. Before that I will repeat all the steps, most of the steps that we've performed earlier on. So earlier on we've created the zip file for our Spring Boot project. I've got it just here. I want to change the location of that project, as currently is stored on the desktop, and I've got difficult access to looking for a path to this very project. So I'm gonna store it in a different place. So basically, you can just delete the project, which if you've stored it on the desktop. Right. So as we made it earlier on, extract all, and this time I'm gonna store it directly to my C drive, and I've got Java projects here, so just select folder, extract. That was it. Now I want to open this project. Trust, file, open, and now it's much easier to get the access to this very project as this C Java projects API. Okay. Now I'm gonna create a new remote API just to show you some other things. Just to show you that you don't have to perform those security credentials which we've performed earlier on, so you don't have to set up the username, the password and the email once again. It will work straight away, so I will have to go to my remote repository, create a new repository, just Java API this time, create a repository. Okay, now go back to my project terminal, and I have to execute those 3 commands on my local repository. Before that, of course, I have to type git init, then git add, and git commit init. Okay. Right, now I can execute those 3 lines of code. And that's us. So no more security credentials, just straight push operation, and as you can see, it works fine. Next thing, our project. So we've got a main folder for the main application and test for testing purposes. As you can see, we've got the package is com.something. I don't like it this way, so I'm gonna refactor it. So refactor, rename, in whole project, and let's say I want it just as com. Okay, and there are some remnants of the project, so I'm just gonna delete it. And same for tests. Okay, so now it looks much better, just a single package, the name com. Now, Unity test. First of all, I'm gonna create a class for that project, which I'm gonna test later on. So, new Java class, I will call it user. Don't ask again, console. Okay. I'm gonna add just one property, string name, And now I'll show you some nice shortcuts like Alt Insert, so constructor, but I want just a default constructor. Here's my default constructor, and I want getter and setter for that property, so Alt Insert, getter and setter. Okay, that's us. Now we want to create a Unity test for this very class, so just click right button, show context actions. Before I have forgotten, no, that's fine. Create test, pick JUnity4, now click fix. Attached methods you want to test. I want to test all methods which are between this class, so get name, set name, okay. So what that fix made to our project? If you go to the POM file, there's a new dependency, JUnit, that's the JUnit4. I'm talking exactly about this very dependency. This was added automatically just by clicking that fix button earlier on. So, here are our methods, but we have to like implement them. I've prepared that earlier on just to make it quicker. Okay, so basically I'm instantiate the object of type user here, user temp. Then I'm just using set name. There's assert equals. Assert equals checks if the name provided by getName method is exactly the same as the expected one, and it's the same situation happens here. Okay, so now we can test our application. So we can type mvn clean test, click enter. This command executes all the methods, all the tests which are attached to this very project. Test run 1, it works fine. We can run it just here as well. Run Java application test. Okay, yeah, looks fine. Maybe user test as well. I run user test. Yep, all works fine. So we've just created our first Unity test for our project. Just make sure that this package and this package have got exactly the same name. It's crucial. It has to be the same name. The sub packages for the rest of the elements that you can put later on, they eventually they don't have to have the same name, but the main package has to have exactly the same name for the project and for its tests. So last thing which we should do to perform is to push our changes to the remote repository. So git add, git commit first Unity test. No, that's not a good name. User class Unity test. Git push. Okay. In next lesson we will connect our repository, our project with Sonar Cloud.